They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Seatin here. Today we're going to have a look at some strategies for killing a large dragon that can potentially be your pet. How exciting is that? You can have this little guy, you see him, he's big and dragony and full of rage. He could be your pet, fighting alongside you. That is pretty damn exciting. So basically the way that it works, I did this video just because I wanted to see if I could solo the world boss to come back at a later date so I can capture this guy and turn him into my pet, and guess what? I can. Wow, how good was that? So what a result. So basically this is Tarian the Grim. He's located in Stone Plains, I believe on the eastern continent. He has a different location, which guys unfortunately I'm not too sure of off the top of my head. But he'll probably be around somewhere between, like, I don't know, the 15 to 20 zone, whatever that may be on the eastern continent. So, basically, large dragon. The spec that I am using is a Stonearrow spec. It's quite warped from kind of the standard cookie cutter Stonearrow spec. Not that there's really a standard cookie cutter Stonearrow spec, but basically it's kind of pimped out for max avoidance and health regeneration. No dots work on the wild bosses, so I don't have anything like, I know, poison arrow, or, well, I do have Stalker's Mark, but I don't really use it in the video because it's just weak ass damage and the dot doesn't work on this boss. So yeah, basically dots do not work, which kind of, you know, I don't know, makes a lot of the skills that archery has for their damage output a bit invalid. However, today we're going to be talking about the general strategy for the dragon. So this is Tarian the Grim. We've already covered that like 3 times, I don't know why I'm repeating it. But basically this boss has about 5 to 6 different abilities that you need to be aware of, or you will die pretty damn quickly. Now, basically 2 of the main ones that you need to look out for are Whirling Slash, which is kind of like where he spins around in a circle in melee range, and also Slam. So that's the Whirling Slash that he's doing right now. If you get caught in that, you're screwed. The next one is Slam. That's also something he does. He'll slam his left fist, he'll slam his right fist, and if you get caught in that, guess what? You're screwed as well. So basically, this is why I keep on kiting him, keep on moving out of melee range, because I don't want to get caught in either of those. That's the Slam right there, by the way. You see he's stomping down his fist. Boom. Now those 2 things on their own, pretty easy to deal with, but when combined with that leap mechanic and also howl and a couple of other mechanics he does at later percentages, it makes it quite difficult and a bit RNG reliant. So basically he will kind of like randomly leap to you if you're a bit too far away from him, and sometimes this will trip you as it did there, and sometimes it won't. It really depends on like your evasion rates. As I said earlier, I'm using a Stonearrow spec that's pimped out for max evasion, just so that I try and evade as many of those as possible. Also, if I put my readout up, which is you know, the defense cooldown, which increases my block chance, that makes me immune to the trip from that mechanic. So that's also a good thing to bear in mind. So that leap, you know, sometimes you're going to get tripped, sometimes you can't. It's probably a good idea in the later percentage. You'll see, you know, when he gets to about 35-40%, he rages. And this will mean, basically, he moves faster and attacks faster. So everything that you've done so far needs to be done at a much, much higher speed. And it's probably suggested that if you do not rely on the RNG gods that you save drop back in this phase for whenever you get tripped, essentially, because you're going to need it. You know, if he jumps on you, trips you, and then uses a Whirling Slash, then you can essentially be pretty screwed before you have the opportunity to move out. Now the other mechanics that he does is he's going to do like a Poison Breath. You'll notice mistakes were made in this video, and I do get hit by that a small number of times. It's not too lethal. It probably deals about 2k damage and then applies a little nasty dot, but apart from that it isn't too bad. And the other thing he's going to do is Howl, which basically I believe either greatly slows you or paralyzes you. I don't think I got hit at all by Howl in this video, but basically the way to counter this is, from what I've kind of discovered, is go at least 20 meters away from the boss, and that somehow prevents Howl being casted on you. It seemed a bit unreliable, the way to avoid it. I mean, it took me about 6 attempts of figuring out what was going on, but, you know, I didn't seem to get screwed over by Howl in the actual kill attempt. So basically, when he uses Howl, just get as far away as you possibly can, and GG, you have won. And the final thing that he's going to do, he does this quite rarely, is he's basically going to use a charge mechanic. He will pick a random direction, usually right towards your face, and charge in that direction for 3 seconds. If you get caught in that, you're pretty much dead, so you gotta like sidestep to avoid that, or just quickly, you know, drop back out of it depending on sort of your proximity to the boss. So if you're really close, you probably want to drop back. If you're quite far away, you can just sidestep and low while he charges into nothing like he just did there. GG Tarian the Grim, so good at this game. So that's basically it for the boss. So you'll kind of see his percentage is pretty low now. So if I have one of these mythic taming nets that you can craft via level working, I believe you don't actually need like any proficiency in level working to craft them. They're just pretty damn expensive in terms of like fine leather, and also a variety of gems that you have to do, and also it's not guaranteed to catch the boss. So this is the time where, you know, I've thrown my Pokeball out and then hope and pray to the gods that I caught this badass to become my pet, and that's hopefully how it would work, because this guy is like the coolest pet in the world. Not that pets have too much effectiveness in the game, apart from looking badass, but if you have a dragon right beside you, I definitely wouldn't want to fuck with you. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial on how to do Tarian the Grim. Big dragon, you can have him as your pet. Unfortunately, if you're level 50, doesn't drop any loot. Don't know why. It's probably something to do with they don't want level 50s farming all the lower level bosses. But whatever. So if you like this video, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, say like, hey Seatin, I love your videos. You're so good at this game, man. Nice one. If you didn't like it, sorry about that, but take care. Have a wonderful day.